Hi, hi, hi. Mwah. Kiss up to God. To God be the glory for all the wonderful works that He does. Thank you, God, for this day, for another do over, for a chance to get it right. Life, health, strength, friends. Thank you for the brand new grace and brand new mercies that you allow. Thank you, God, that I'm able to come on. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am your Southern Belle. It's voting day in New Jersey. We are voting for our governor. We're voting for our councilmen. We're voting for our commissioners. And it is so important for you to get out there and vote. Because see, the governor deals with the judges and the law enforcement and they elect official officers to look over the cities. You know what? They're just as important, as the president, really, because they govern their own individual state. So our governor, we're voting for the governor of New Jersey, who's going to be dealing with our school also. He deals with our school. Um, he deals with the school board. So it is so, so, so important. If you don't think your vote matters, look at what happened. Look at what just happened. So many people, I wish I did have the number of people that did not vote at all. And if you don't vote, that counts as a vote for who you don't want, for your opponent. If you're a Democrat, you don't vote, that goes to the Republican. If you're a Republican, you don't vote, that goes to the Democrat. So go out there and vote. Exercise your right to say who you want in the chair. Whether they get in it or not, it's still your right to go out there and vote for who you want. Educate yourself so you can know who you're voting for. Just don't go out there and say, I'm gonna push this button, I'm voting for this and I'm voting for that. See what they were talking about. I know, well, today is voting day. It's probably too late to say some of that stuff. Well, the polls open until 8. So you still can look up people that are running in your district, people that are running in your town, people that are running in your state, and just look at their background or what they're talking about, what they're about before you vote. So when you do go out there, you have a sense of who you're pushing that button for. You know who you're casting that vote for. Just don't go out there and just vote and don't know who you're voting for. But so many of our ancestors, so many people before us didn't have that opportunity to vote. They fought, bled, and died for the opportunity to go out and to vote. Don't allow their life to be in vain. Go out there and vote. They paved the way. They opened the gates. They opened the door to allow us to go in and voice who we want in our town, in our state. I wish in our U.S., but hey, that's a whole nother can of worms that I'm not opening up today. But see what's going on in parts of the world. Not just California. You got a lot of people out there marching because their rights are being violated. You know, whether you agree with some of it or not, they're still being mistreated, and they're out there marching out. And some of them voted for who's in. But once you cast that vote, you can't take it back. So go out there, as I say, because everybody have their little white lies. I'm sure some was told, but investigate before you do it anyway. But still, go out and please vote. Your vote is so important. Your vote is your voice. Okay? Just a short show today. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am your Southern Belle. And I just went out and I just cast my vote in Pleasantville, New Jersey. And I know who I voted for. So go out there and vote. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep posting, keep sharing. Because sometimes people are so busy, they might have forgotten that it's voting day. And I'm sure there's somewhere in your area that's voting. They had early voting and mail-in voting, so there's no excuse. If you don't want to go to the poll, you could have just filled out the paper. They sent it with plenty of time. If you're scared that you're going to run into people make you feel uncomfortable, they also had early voting, so there's no excuse. All right? Thank you so much for joining me today. Y'all have a blessed day. Now you're here. Go vote!